how do SEO practices usually differ between small and big businesses?
Yeah, I would say the biggest difference that I see, having worked at bigger companies like Esurance, Rocket Lawyer, and even a local publisher here in town in San Diego, and working with my client base, which is pretty much small and medium-sized businesses, is bigger businesses tend to have a process. They know what they're doing, who's doing it, and how to get it done, right? And also the technology to support it. So to break that down, you have the people, you have the process, and you have the tech. So the people, an example here, at a bigger business, you see it in job recs all the time. We're looking for person X to do 10 things, right? It's very clear. Whether that happens in real life, who knows? But the intention is certainly there. And with smaller businesses, it's a little more, where do we have a head? Where do we have a warm body who possibly can do the thing we're talking about, right? So it could be a little willy-nilly. And if that person gets tasked with it this week and then they're out next week, or they get busy with something next week, it may get transferred over to Jimmy, where Jane was the person who was originally doing the work, right? So it may change hands, and that inconsistency does not help build momentum. So so going back to just to underscore the point here, like, big businesses are very good at who they're hiring for, the salary band, and what they're going to do. But it takes forever, right? So that's the negative. Like, it's turning a big cruise ship. A smaller business just has to be intentional about it and say, Jane, your new focus is X, or 50% of your focus is X, and then manage that expectation. So that's one, the people. The second is going to go ahead.
No, I think I'm jumping the gun here. I might have been about to answer this.
Okay. The second I would say is the process. So how do we do things? I was recently talking to a client who had, among other things wrong with their website, we'll say 20 images that were over a meg in size, which is very large, right? So there's 1,000 kilobytes in a meg. And there was like one image was 3.9 megs. So, right, just do the math. It was enormous. And if our goal is 100 KBs for a hero image, give or take, and we exceed that 20 times in the megs, we're essentially slowing our site down, and that's just one of 100 things that are going on the website, right? So the conversation I had with this gentleman was, well, we can fix these, but we need to talk about how they may have gotten here. And if we don't have SOPs, standard operating procedures, around how we got here, all we're going to do is have this conversation in another 6 or 12 months. So let's fix the problem today, create a one-pager around when you publish images. Here's what you do. Here's where you go find them. Here's how you size them physically. Here's how you size them file-wise. Here's how you upload. That it's a 5-step process. It takes